Hi, I'm Eleanor and I'm here today at Mirafit HQ and I'm going to talk you through how to do the barbell hip thrust. So first things first, I'd recommend getting a proper hip thrust bench. They have an anti-slip pad on the bottom so it prevents it from slipping back, and also, again, just for comfort on the back so we don't injure our backs. What we're going to do, we're going to place the feet hip width apart, toes pointing forwards. I find it easier using these proper hip thrust plates because they're a little bit bigger, so when we pop the bar over our legs, we're not struggling to get it back on. You're going to hold onto the bar, chin's going to drop down to the chest, and then you're going to imagine driving your feet through the floor and squeezing the glutes, thrusting them up towards the ceiling. Like that. Nice squeeze at the top, slowly back down. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and back up, okay? 1, 2, 3. Nice pause at the top, slowly back down. So one common mistake I see when people are doing hip thrusts, they tend to overextend their head at the top of the movement. So I'll just show you what that looks like. So they come up in the movement and their head also goes back with the movement as well. So what we want to do, we want to keep that chin nice and tucked to the chest so we're keeping that neutral spine throughout. And then come up. So as you see it, when I'm at the top of the movement, I'm looking directly forward in front of me. Do a few reps so you can see what that looks like. Another common mistake is that we are not using the full range of movement. So what we want to do, we want to come up to the top, squeeze the glutes, and then we're going to come all the way back down until the shins start moving backwards. And then we're going to push back up again, okay? So all the way down, you see my shins starting to move backwards, and then I'm going to come back up. That's going to allow us to keep tension in the glutes and keep those working for as long as possible with the greatest range of movement. Okay, so the third mistake I often see people make is their foot position. So we want our foot position so that when we get to the top of the movement, our shins are vertical. I see a lot of people placing their feet too far in. So when they get to about here, they're not able to get that maximum contraction and that full range of movement that they want to work the muscle. So there are a few variations we can do with the hip thrust, starting with a standard hip thrust. So feet hip width apart. And what we're going to do from here, chin on the chest, look forward, and we're going to drive the hips up. Little pause at the top, slowly back down. So another variation of the barbell hip thrust is a B stance barbell hip thrust. So here we want one leg further back than the other. The other leg is just going to be on a slight angle. And we're going to drive this foot that's closest to us into the floor, okay? So from here, chin on the chest again, up, slowly back down. And this is working our leg that is closest to us. So third variation of the hip thrust is a banded single leg hip thrust. So we're going to keep this left leg completely off the floor, and we're going to apply the band by popping it over our shoe and around the top bit of our leg, our quad. Okay, so from here, chin to the chest, up, slowly back down. You should be able to feel the resistance from the band. Hopefully that's helped you improve your hip thrust. If you have any questions, pop them in the comments below.